They thought they wasn't gonna have to answer for what they did to you. They thought that this would be easy. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no repercussions because nobody wasn't going to check them about what they were doing to you, what they have done to you, or what they was planning to do to you. In this world, just in general, you can't stop people from thinking the way that they're gonna think and moving the way that they're gonna move. People feel like they have to have so much control over you or stomp you or take from you, and it's fine to do you and treat you that way. They've been doing this to you throughout the years, showing you that they don't care about what they take from you, what they do to you, what they say about you to your face or behind your back. And I keep telling you, woe be unto the parent, woe be unto the family members, woe be unto the ex, woe be unto, you know what I'm saying, the lovers, the ex-friends of yours that really played in your face. And they just felt like you were alone. Even though people felt like maybe their inner circle wasn't going to, check them about whatever they was doing to you, or people in your inner circle on your side of the family wasn't going to check them for what they did to you. I keep telling you, God never approved and backed what these people wanted for you. God never approved and backed, you understand what I'm saying, the plans that they was plotting against you behind your back, because people look at things and perceive things one way and think that even if you was out here alone, even if people did think that you was some weak, you understand what I'm saying, why, if that's what you think, would you sit up here and do the absolute worst to someone to try to see if they're really that? Because if you was that, with all that was done against you and what these people did to you, operating out of an unhealed, low vibrational mental state, you would have been dead. People did the most. They sat up here and wanted to get in bed with that of your enemies. People act like you wasn't even a human being, like you wasn't even a child, like you wasn't even family. Like, I mean, it's one thing to hate somebody and be jealous and envious of someone. It's another thing to take things so far to the point where you, at this point, you don't even know why you're doing what you're doing. You just want a certain outcome, and because you ain't got that outcome, you keep upping the ante. But if it's a war that people want, it's a war that they gonna get. So whatever it is that people doing, they just better be willing to sit up here and be willing to receive it themselves. And some people don't know who they tied up with. And I say that to say sometimes you suffer because of those that you tie in with. Because these people sit up here and want to attack people that of whom they don't even know, don't even have a full knowledge of, and they want to attack. People didn't have valid reasons for why they wanted to attack you, and I'm telling you, because they kept going at it and kept going at it and kept going at it, and you wasn't these people's problem, you wasn't their enemy, and they wanted something. I keep telling you, either spiritually or physically, these people wanted something. They thought no one would ever check them. They wouldn't have to answer for it because you was a nobody. Your family thought you was a nobody. They didn't like you. You was a mistake of some sort. I mean, you was family. You was tied in through bloodlines, but that's not how you was treated. So like I said, whatever it is that they going through, that's tough. Things was tight and miserable and unbearable and unmanageable and unlivable for you, you still yet had to find a way to navigate and allow God to guide you through that. Because, baby, let me tell you something. It's always easier said than done. Oh, just get up. Just keep going when you ain't got the energy, when you ain't got the strength, and you don't even understand what you getting up and doing it for when ain't nothing working out for you. I keep telling you, man, I come across people, and that's why I try to bless people the best way I know how. Even though I did not get not one hand, not one blessing when I was going through what I was going through, I had to go without. And that's why I was in the predicament that I was in, trying to sit up here and balance everything out of my life. So it took for people having to do all of this to you for them to figure and see that you ain't some weak. And that sitting up here and attacking you and stealing from you and bullying you and demeaning you, well, all what they've done throughout the years, they'll never come out and tell you that this is the things that they say, because some of these people you helped. I mean, damn, they sit up here and treat you like you ain't nothing, but when somebody, when they well run dry, when bills need to be paid, who was paying them? And then you turn around and you go through your own situation, who was helping you? I'm telling you, in so many ways, whether you are prepared, whether you believe God gonna do it or not, he has to do it for the better good. He has to do it for all of what you endured. for all of what you believe will get right and better for you, because these people should have never came up in your life trying to mess things up for you. It's almost like they sat up here and the very things that they were judging you for, they was worse off. So if people were saying that you was a thief or you was a liar, you was this, that's who they hang around. That's all who they hang around. Scammers, liars, whores, sluts, shones, people who still yet doing it today in their old age. I mean, I'm telling you, it's something about you that's different. And whatever about you was different, it ties into why you was treated the way you was treated. Whatever reasons people were saying why they treated you that way, and oh, we did them that like that because they was bad and they was this. So they must have been a saint. They must have never done no wrong. These people who sat up here and want to talk your business and judge you ain't got nothing to do about that. Some of these people done worse than you. And that's what you don't know. Because they won't put that on our front street. They won't open the door to their skeletons and let everybody judge them on they treachery, on their shortcomings. No, they just want to sit back and do it to other people. They pick and choose who they want to do this mess to, and I'm telling you, they chose the wrong one. Some of it hit close. They didn't stick up for you, but then this is what they decide to do. They don't know how to stick up for you. They don't know how to do right. They don't know how to show up for you, but they could show up to do foolishness, to try to sit up here and take something from you, fraud you, lie to you, send predators in towards you that did the worst to you, sent energy your way that was supposed to defeat you, that was supposed to take you out the game. They still yet trying to work something. And I keep telling you, they're going to work it to their death, because if it's a war that people want, it's a war that they're going to get. And whatever it is that happened to them, the chips going to fall where they may. And that's tough. Because, see, they was out here trying to squeeze blood from a turnip. There was nothing more that people could have taken from you. There was nothing more that people could have done. You went through things that the average folk ain't got to go through. And you went through it the worst way. And nobody gonna keep coming in and thinking that they could keep bullying you, spiritually attacking you, and there are not gonna be no consequences and repercussions that follow. Because even though people didn't like you and your own family failed you and couldn't uphold you, couldn't be proud of you, couldn't love you the way that they needed to, back and let people heal. Show people better than you can tell them. Because after what you've been through, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying, like, you ain't taking no BS from nobody moving forward. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna sit up here and try to extend the olive branch and put it under a rug and say that, you know what, I'm just gonna turn the left cheek like nothing happened. Like, these people never wanted the worst for you. Like, they never went behind your back and talked smack about you to significant others or to other family members. That's betrayal. It's so much betrayal that was served to you. I don't know if people just felt like, because you just this, and I keep telling you, I know why you don't get it. It's just like, why me? Baby, your light irritates people's demons. Something about your life, the way that it goes, people don't want it to go that way. These are people, I keep telling you, that don't believe in God. These are people who are not worthy. These are people, and it's the reason why they suffer the way that they suffer and went through what they went through. But then they see you and they want to stop and block and bogart everything of the good things that God wants to bring your way. And the reason why you deserve those good things is because of decisions that you made, not the decisions that people judged you off of, but the decisions that God judged you off of that you made. He sees the good in you. He sees you for who you truly are, because he searched your heart and your spirit. That's what it boils down to. These people ain't got the right soul. They soul not right. Their spirit is not right. So likewise, they thinking and mindset is not going to be right. And hence why they did this to their own. Hence why they sit up here and family don't see no wrong in how they did you. Because it was like, well, you deserve to be talked about like that. You deserve to be judged like that. You deserve to be treated like that. You deserve, what did you do to deserve that? Because people don't want something for you? Because people don't like you? Because people sat up here and wanted to continuously attack and bully you? Because people wanted to sit up here and swap destinies with you? That you deserve to go through what you went through? Because your people and your own kinfolk, they want you to get too far ahead and succeed and be on a certain level in life. It's sad that it gotta be your own, even those that you lived under the same roof with. But I keep telling you, woe be unto these people, because see, the time is coming where not only are they being exposed, the time is coming for judgment to be passed down upon these people if it hasn't been already passed down. They're being judged for what they significant others been out here doing against you, working magic, spiritually attacking you. Ain't no success around these people. If someone is going through the very thing that they wanted you to go through, if their children and their children's children is supposed to go through something because of what they did out here, cursing you, attacking you, binding you, sending really, really, really negative and dark energy your way. If somebody just happens to sit around and lose their life, okay, see, this is why you don't dabble in that stuff. That's tough. They wanted the absolute worst for you, and had you not been who you are, had not God been surrounding you and protecting you, you would have been dead. But forget about there's no hope for you building your foundation and moving on with your life. You wouldn't have had no life. And see, there's no reason for why somebody wanted that for you. You were supposed to be a sacrifice, but it didn't go down that way. That's tough. Why the hell would you sit up here and try to sacrifice somebody who's done nothing to you? I keep telling you, you evidently was born into a family of devils. You evidently was surrounded around devils. You evidently dated a devil, co-parent and had a child with a devil. Or these people had devils attached to them in their family and in their inner circle. Either way you go and either way you slice it or you dice it, they thought no one would check them about what was done. They thought nobody was going to push up and handle them for how they mishandled you. But God, I don't care what your jaded, low vibrational family didn't want to do, and because they was a willing participant in it, now people trying to flee. Because see, you survived it. You survived everything that was thrown your way. And when you didn't stay down and you kept getting up, they had to turn it up a notch. That's why I tell you, no one will be able to survive what you went through, because people did the absolute most because they was trying to defeat you. When you were undefeated and you kept showing signs that you was undefeated, you kept getting up, they had to keep upping the spiritual attacks, upping it, getting more people, sending in people. You are divinely guided and chosen to do what it is that you are called out here to do. And sometimes God has to allow us to go through the worst in order for him to be the only one to say that he pulled you through it, for you to go around and tell people and attest to the fact of his power and his will. He ain't playing. He is not playing with these devils. I'm telling you, in this season, they wanted the worst for you. They stooped down low and involved your children. I don't care how much money these people think they have, how much influence and beauty and looks and control and dominion they think they have. They think that they fooled you so well over the years. Your mother, your father, your aunts, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your sister, your brother, your exes, your baby mother, your baby father. Let me tell you something. When I tell you he ain't playing with these people in this season, he ain't playing with these people. Whatever the hell they sent out to you, people finna see that you wasn't their enemy and you wasn't their problem. But by then it may be too late. Some people may be out here losing their life. Some people may damn near be close to that because of what they was out here doing to you. All people had to do was just sit back and let you go off and ride off and get and receive whatever it is you're supposed to receive. It can all be so simple. All you got to do is just leave somebody alone and keep their name up out your mouth. But you rather make it hard. You act like you don't know how to stop. Like you don't know what no and what stop means and leave it alone means. Tell me what I have to do to move on with my life and you focus on you. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to take, baby, but God is saying, if it's a war people want, it's a war you're going to receive. Keep telling people, man, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I survived. You don't know what I've overcome. You got to start telling people that when they think that you some weak, just based off how you look, just based off how you carry yourself, because you move with a certain level of respect for yourself and for other people. If ain't nobody move wrong towards you, ain't no reason for you to walk around with a chip on your shoulder, moving wrong towards other people. Something's wrong about your people, and that's what you're seeing. Let them suffer. That's what they wanted for you. I didn't tell it. It's embarrassing. They co-signed this abuse that you went through. It could be an aunt. It could be an uncle of yours. It could be your mother, your father. It could be that on somebody else's end that you dealt with. I keep telling you, man, everybody is feeling it. They co-signed some mess that they didn't have to co-sign. They should have been defending you, but you sit up here and you co-sign mess. They should have been upholding you, respecting you, wanting you to go further in your life. But they co-signed mess. They co-sign delays and blockages and abuse and lies and torment in your life. Physical abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse. All this mess that happened to you, this leader sat up here, false leader, sat up here and co-signed it. Oh, nobody will check us about what we want towards you because everybody hates you. Everybody in the family hated you. Everybody in your community disliked you. People who barely even knew you was sitting up here and getting in bed with your enemies. Oh, so you mean in the physical nobody was messing with you. But what they got to do with the spiritual? The spiritual would know better than the physical because God said high and look low. He could have cleared up all these lies that was being told against you. He could have cleared up all this mess what people wanted against you. But see, people got to go through it. They got to learn. They got to see for themselves. They thought nobody would check them. They wouldn't have to answer. Because people was co-signing mess against you for years. Because of your light. Because of your destiny. Because of your purpose. That's what this really boils down to. Because ain't no way somebody finna sit up here and come to you and come at you and say it's because the skeletons has been up in your closet. When these people got them themselves. Worse off than you. More than you. On a different level than you. But see, if it's other people that's on that same low vibration as them, it don't matter what they do. They won't sit up here and check their friend about how they out here being in the street. They won't sit up here and check their own about how they family or whatever about how they being, but they want to check you. And you was just going through the notions of your life. Learning from your mistakes. You know, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to wrap it up. Like I say, these people are seeing in more ways than one. I feel like they knew before and they was warned. Like, this person is going to move forward no matter what you do, no matter what. But see, they made it so hard for you. I'm just telling you, whatever come back on these people for, whatever delays and blockages and pain and abuse they caused you, when this should have been a smooth path for you, whatever you had to deal with, whatever battles you had to fight, it shouldn't have been as severe. Some people may very well pay with their life because they chose to be on the wrong side and not on the right side of God. Whether they believed you was backed and approved, whether they liked what you was saying or doing or not, let me tell you something. They not the picture of health. They are not the Mother Teresa. They are not a saint. They are not the Pope. So at the end of the day, I don't know where people got off sitting up here pointing fingers and judging you, and they worse off than you, more jaded than you. Look at what they sat up here and co-signed and approved and plotted and did behind your back over the years. That's something that you would not do. So that alone in itself speaks about your character against these people. Okay. They thought nobody would check them. They thought they wouldn't have to answer to what they done. They thought the lies would never get exposed. They thought their character would never get exposed. Who they truly are will always be hidden. God ain't playing with these devils this season. They was told to leave you alone. They was told to give it up. They was told to stop trying to swap. Stop lighting candles. Stop chanting. Stop doing this mess against you. Stop being fake and two-timing. Your family involved, included as well. Why would you play up in somebody's face and then sit up here and go behind their back to make yourself feel better about yourself? Feel more of a man and a woman, which is what you're not. Because real men and real women and grown men and grown women don't go out here and do that. They don't want somebody to be suffering and held back because they didn't go far up in their life. They don't sit around and go behind people back and talk smack about them to other people, and they supposed to be your kinfolk and showing all kind of treachery and betrayal against you. Act like they don't know how to let you go. Act like they don't know how to shut up. It can all be so simple. All they had to do is just let you move forward with your life and keep your name up out their mouth. If they ain't got nothing good to say, your name should not be being brought up. They wanted to make it hard because they thought they knew it. They thought they had it in the bag. They thought no one would come at them against you about what they did against you. And that just go to show you about who you really had in your corner and who you didn't. Let me tell you something. I keep telling people, and I'm going to keep saying it. You did not have to be favored by people in order to be picked and chosen by God. That's why people thought that they had this in the bag, because you've always shown and they've always seen that people ain't really flocked to you like you. Why do you think that is when you are not the kind of person who's dramatic and problematic. Something about your light, and it's something about the spiritual warfare people been waging. It's something about the path God has you on. It's something about your ability and your capabilities that allows you to overcome this mess time and time and time again. It's something about your destiny, something about the promise that God is keeping for you. There's a blessing with your name written on it. And I'm going to tell you something, come hell or high water, you're going to get it. I just don't understand. All people had to do was not do this against you. I just don't get who does this against their own, who does this against their own child, who does this against their own family member, who does this against somebody who's nowhere in the vicinity or around these people. If you're not around, why is your name being brought up? Why are people plotting on you? Why people are looking at you with such disdain and evil eye, and they don't even know you? Don't even know what you've been through. They're going off of what these other jaded devils and hidden enemies that were surrounded around you been saying and wanted for you. And I'll keep telling you, even though whatever they wanted for you happened, you survived it. Let's see if it happens for them. And let's see if they can say the same thing.